Hi everyone. One of the questions that I get asked often is how do I manage to get everything done? So for context, my name is Tumi. I'm a digital marketing professional and I also have my own business. And I'm also studying. And of course I'm a mom and I'm a wife and sister and friend and all of that. So in this video, we're going to talk about things that you can do, that you can implement, that I have implemented, that have improved my time management drastically. So as you know, business takes up a lot of time. So that could be taken as my full-time work. So this is for people that have a full-time job. And I'm also studying my MBA and I'm in my final year of doing my thesis. So there's a lot of studying that I need to do. And I also help other businesses market their brand better if they have a brand. If they haven't, then I also help them build a brand. So as you can imagine, I have a lot on my plate and my little one is still in preschool. So there's this and that is demanding, and of course there's family. I have struggled with balancing my time, as you can imagine, but there are things that I implemented that I think are going to be very helpful to you. So in this video, we're going to get into it. Let's start. So first things first is for you to understand and study yourself, know yourself, what time works best for you, not for other people, not for what people are saying, but what time works best for you and what time are you the most productive. Like I'm somebody that's productive in the evening when it comes to things like reading or studying or things like that. Like I can do that in the evening, but in the morning it's like my brain does not retain any information. Like I tried it at varsity, I studied and then I decided one morning I'm going to read a book once and I forgot everything. Completely everything was gone out of my brain. So me and morning and studying are not best of friends. But what I can do in the morning is work out. So I know that in the morning, 5:30 I'm at the gym, or I get out to go to the gym, or at latest I will leave at like 6 or 6:30, and I try to do that 4 times a week and take walks when I can, if I have the chance, because sometimes in the business I do have to stay longer. Like now I'm filming at 5:30 in the afternoon before I leave, and when I get home I need to edit and publish this video. So after publishing this video, then of course the studies come in. So you have to manage your time and you have to know what time you are the most productive. So it's not about copying somebody else's style, it's about understanding who you are. And for my ladies, this one is specific for you because I struggled with this as well. There are times of the month where you're most productive and you're least productive. So know when that time is. Track your time of the month. There are times where you have a lot of energy. There are times where you just like normal. There are times where you cannot focus. Like I'm somebody also that gets affected a lot by the PMS. So like my brain will be foggy. I'm trying to rectify that with diet and all of that, but that's a video for another day. But my brain will be foggy and I'm just so exhausted. I don't want anything. My mood, I'm just not in the mood for anything, for work, for people, for nothing. So you need to know yourself. So during that week, you know that, okay, work is going to be a bit slow, studying is going to be a bit slow. So when it's that time, when your energy comes back, you need to use that time efficiently and productively, you know? So know and understand yourself and the best times for you, the best times of the day, the best times of the month, how your week looks and all of that. So secondly, you need to use some form of planner. You need to plan your day. If you're not planning your day, if you're not planning your week, you're planning to fail. You know, because you don't know what you're doing. Like I found that things are a bit clearer for me when I know what I'm going to do for the day. Like if I have to try and guess what I need to do this week, or I try to think when I get to the warehouse, like, oh, what did I need to do? You know, then my brain is all over the place and I'm not able to do what I need to do. For people that work, you need to have that time that you are working, you have your lunch. If you have a side hustle, in 30 minutes, what can you do? In 10 minutes, what can you do? And then eat your lunch and get back to work. And then after work, how can you work around spending time with your family? Are you going to have to sacrifice watching television for a year or 6 months or whatever that looks like for you in order to establish the things that you want to establish, in order to reach the goal that you want to reach, or in order to start the business or whatever it is that you want to do? But understand that you have to sacrifice something. So in your plan, where does everything fit in? Where sit down, write down the hours, and see where everything fits in. That is what I do. So I've started implementing a planner, and also the best planner that I have seen on the market. I'm still trying to figure out how it works best efficiently, because you can use it for your marketing, you can use it to run your business, but the planner is Notion. So I'm going to put a link below. By all means, please go ahead. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not endorsing them. I'm not advertising for them or anything like that. It's just a tool that I use to manage my time and my days and some of my marketing and my business planning. So it's a wonderful, wonderful tool. It's amazing. Check it out. So use some form of planner. Some people like to use the laptop one. Some people like to use their phones. Some people like to use a book to write down the time, the dates. So know yourself. Are you somebody that likes to write? Are you somebody that needs reminders on the phone? Are you somebody that likes to look at things on the laptop or an iPad or whatever it is that you like to look at and you know that you're going to use efficiently? So this is knowing yourself again as well. So another thing about having a planner is you need to write things down. I write things down. I'm done trying to remember everything that I thought about, some idea, some solution to some problem that I have, somebody that I need to contact. I said I'm going to do this for somebody and I didn't do it. I do not do that anymore. I have learned that you can forget to get back to people. So I have decided that I'm going to be writing everything down. As soon as I'm done with the conversation, at least WhatsApp, there's that proof, so you can just always go back and look at the conversations for the day and see if everything was concluded. And also there's labels on WhatsApp where if a customer paid everything and everything is done, you can just mark it or label it as you are done with that customer. They paid, they shipped, you shipped, they received the package, the order, and everything is done. So if you know that you're somebody that does not have a memo in their brain like me, you definitely need to have a notebook. Get yourself a small notebook and just write things down. A notebook that you can have in your bag, a notebook that you can go around anywhere with comfortably and just write things down, So write everything down. Don't rely just on your brain. You have a lot to think about already. You don't want to add more things to think about. Thirdly, you need to cut out distractions. So what do distractions look like? Some people are distractions. Some TV shows are distractions. Unless you want to take a break and you want to get distracted intentionally. So it's about intention. So if you know that you've done everything and you need to relax, and the only way that you can relax, or one of the ways that you relax, is to watch television, then please, by all means, go ahead and do that. Then by all means, go ahead and watch that television show or watch whatever you want to watch. But if it's a distraction and there's something that you are supposed to be doing that you are not doing, then maybe you need to think about cutting some television, some social media. Social media is a huge distraction for everybody, not just for you, for everybody. So you need to time yourself on social media. You need to remember the goal of being on social media. I know it's easy to get there and see a video, especially on TikTok, see a video and you want to get into the debate, you want to get into this and that, and we all get caught up sometimes. But when you remember, get off social media. If you have posted for your business, if you have posted for yourself, whatever you needed to do is done. Get off of TikTok. This is for me, this is for you. But yes, I'm starting to limit the amount of time that I spend on TikTok. So when I get on TikTok, I'll do my videos, I post, I'll respond to comments if there's comments worthy of being responded to. Otherwise, I'm limiting my time on TikTok and social media in general. So this one feeds into the next one. This is the last point, but it's very important. You need to learn to say no. So you need to learn to say no to phone calls at certain times. You need to learn to say no to going to events, whether it's for business, friendship, whatever. You need to learn to say no, not this time, I have something to do, or there's a place somewhere else I need to be. You need to learn to say no. You need to learn to say no to some meetings. Not every meeting is worth going. Some meetings you can have them online. You literally can just talk to each other, have a Zoom meeting and go through whatever you need to go through. So if you don't need to be somewhere else, learn to say no. I will send you an email, or no, can we have a, I'm not able to make it that time. Can we please have an online meeting and just talk about this? If we don't need to see each other in person, you need to learn to say no to drinks sometimes. You need to learn to say no to adding more things on your list. I know business people, you get an idea, you want to try this, you want to try that. They said TikTok is the new thing. They said Instagram is the new thing. They said Twitter is the new thing. They said Pinterest. And there's a lot of places where you can market your business. You don't have to market your business everywhere. If you are a startup, especially if you don't have a marketing team, you don't need to be everywhere, because all of these platforms need you to understand how they work in order for you to use them efficiently. So if you know that you cannot learn TikTok properly, you cannot learn Instagram, you cannot learn Facebook, you cannot learn TikTok, Twitter, you cannot learn Pinterest, you can't learn everything by yourself unless you are a digital marketing person offering services. So if you are somebody that sells, or somebody that has other services that you're selling, then you definitely don't need to be on all the social media platforms. So learn to say no. So briefly, we've discussed understanding yourself, your time, how you operate, the system that is you. You are a system. So understand the system that is you and how it works, and how to best optimize the system in order for it to continue working the way that you would like it to work. Secondly, we discussed using some form of planner. So write things down. Don't try to keep everything in your brain. It's a lot more work, a lot more information that you don't need to keep in your brain. Thirdly, you need to cut down or minimize distraction. People, things, places. You need to see which one is less important, or which one can be moved to other days, or which one can be brief. So start categorizing things in that manner. And lastly, learn to say no. You don't have to say yes to every single thing and every person. So I hope this video was helpful. These are the things that help me stay on track with my studies. It's a bit lonely, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lonely journey, but true people are going to be around in your life. You don't have to talk to them every day in order for you to know that they are true friends or they are family or anything like that. So if you need to focus, they need to understand that you need to focus at a certain time, and I will definitely make time for you when I have time, when I have accomplished what I wanted to accomplish in that period of time. So that is it for today. Love yourselves, love who you are, and keep it positive.